What's going on, everyone? Anthony Drew Gary here, host of the How To Show, where we talk about optimizing life, money, and happiness one how to at a time. This video is a long time in the making because I don't know about you guys, but if you are a homeowner, you probably get letters like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. There's too many of them to count here. But they're all basically the same thing. They're people who are sending you mail who are trying to buy your house. And in a glorified sense, they're all looking to do the same thing. They're all looking to buy your house from you. We'll pay 100% cash. We'll make all the repairs for you. You don't have to do anything. No broker fees, no commissions, no this, no that. No one looking out for you. And so the reason I want to talk on this topic is this isn't a video on how to get fleeced by a real estate wholesaler. And I know that there are other people that make videos on how to be a real estate wholesaler all the time. I'm not going to do that one because I don't see the ethics of it lining up with the type of content that I want to bring to the How To Show. And so let's talk for just a minute on what real estate wholesaling is at a grand scheme, high level, like from 20,000 feet or so. Generally speaking, real estate wholesaling would be thinking of it in a wholesaling term, not that different from wholesaling in any other sense. Basically, wholesale versus retail. If you think of this in the sense that if you're a wholesaler and you go to Costco, for example, you may be able to get yourself a better price on something that if you go to a retailer, such as the local supermarket or the Walmart, whatever it is. Basically, the wholesale implication is that you're going to be able to get yourself a better price by going at it wholesale. And the same thing applies when you're talking about wholesaling in terms of real estate. These are folks who want to buy houses and make a deal on them and get themselves some sort of a deal that they couldn't probably get otherwise. And there are really two reasons for this. Number one, they're trying to get a deal for themselves so that they can hold on to it, either move in, rent it out, or some other situation where they keep the property for themselves, as opposed to the other types of wholesalers who are basically just middlemen in the sense that they find a property that is worth significantly more than they are looking to pay for it. And they basically assign that contract over to somebody else so that they can collect a spread between what this person is willing to sell it for and what this person's willing to buy it for. And so overall, you get these letters in the mail all the time, no realtor commissions. I'm going to buy your house and I'm going to close in cash. And they get really, really annoying. And unfortunately, they get a lot of people in hot water because people are selling their houses to these folks and they don't understand truly what they're getting themselves into because no one is representing them. So you get these letters, you get them in the mail, you get phone calls and text messages that are unsolicited now. The wholesaling community is getting a little more sophisticated as time goes on. And as nice as these people are and as nice as these people can portray themselves to be, they are not in your corner. And I want to share another side to this, basically a screen capture that I pulled from a combination of Facebook and Twitter not that long ago. So I'm going to switch to Zoom real quick so I can do that. All right, so I found this on Facebook, but for the benefit of the people that are podcasting, I will read it out. It says, and this is on March 5th, I paid $167,000 for a $300,000 house. Sounds decent, right? Notice this is a blue check mark, folks. So important, maybe a set of ethics, maybe not. Let's keep reading. This week, my staff got the property under contract for $167,000 that is worth around $300,000 for a full remodel. It's in one of the best school districts and is worth $250,000 as it sits. So this person straight up admits that they paid $167,000 for a $250,000 house. This house was probably worth $167,000 20 to 25 years ago. If you can show me a way to buy stocks or crypto for what they were worth 5 to 10 years ago, I'm all ears. And so thankfully, somebody commented down below in this post and they asked, what was the seller's motivation here? And so they said that. What was the seller's motivation to offload at such a price? And the author with the blue check mark says this was an older couple that wanted to downsize and didn't want to deal with showings, inspections, etc. And this is really scary to me because I'm sure that he's right or she's right in the sense that this is an older couple who didn't want to downsize or who wanted to downsize and didn't want to deal with showings, inspections, etc. If we go back to the first page and we do some math here, if you told that elderly couple that they were leaving $120,000 on the table because they didn't want to deal with showings or inspections, I bet you they'd change their mind. And so I just want to shed some light to this, that this type of stuff is going on. It is basically a niche in the industry of real estate overall. And if you find yourselves as a homeowner, this can be avoided. And you just need to make sure that you have someone in your corner. So again, you've got somebody with a blue check mark in the social media sphere who is basically showing to the world that he took this older couple for a substantial amount of money because they sold their house to him, and he created them this great service. Whether he created them a great service or not is maybe outside the scope of this episode, but I think you can read between the lines that there could have been a better way for this. And this goes into the ethics of wholesaling. Yeah, there are folks who want to make money doing this. There are folks who want to build the real estate portfolio or make a spread. But the reality is that if you're going to buy a property at a severe discount, the situation usually means that you are going to end up causing someone to sell their property for significantly less than it is worth. And so this is a cautionary type of video so that you don't find yourselves on the wrong end of one of these deals. You want to have somebody in your corner to at least do a market analysis for you so that you can have an idea of what your house is actually worth. And most every real estate agent that I'm aware of will do this for you for free, myself included, if you are in the Indianapolis market. So if you want to have someone in your corner when you're getting all these letters to make sure that you're not getting yourself fleeced by a wholesaler, please have somebody in your corner. That is going to bring this sorrow, anticlimactic, disappointing episode of the How To Show to a close. Hopefully, if you are watching this and you've seen these postcards in your mailbox, you can now think of them in such a way that you're taking care of yourself. You're not going to get yourself in trouble with these. So if you've got any ideas for how to make the show better, future topics on the show, anything else real estate related that you want me to cover, I'm happy to do it. Leave me a comment down below. And if you got any content value from this video, hit the YouTube algorithm up by hitting the like button and letting them know that this is a video that other people should watch as well. You can subscribe to the channel and the podcast as always. And again, if you need any help with this in the Indianapolis market, you can get in touch with me either in the comments down below, in the show notes, or at indiedwell.com. Until next... That's real bad. Until next time, this is Anthony Drew Gary, host of The How To Show, signing off.